Beyond the list, 5 radical shifts to transform your spiritual vitality in 2026. The exhaustion of empty prayer. In our post-exhaustion world, the modern believer often navigates a spiritual architecture built on performance rather than presence. We approach our faith with a checklist, yet find ourselves drifting into a state of going through the motions. This spiritual burnout is rarely a result of doing too little. It is the natural consequence of a transactional faith that treats prayer as a list of demands rather than a rhythmic source of vitality. The 21-day prayer initiative serves as a strategic framework to dismantle these mechanical habits. It invites us to move beyond the shallow waters of duty and into a deeper, more sustainable dependency on the Father. The self-life sabotage, emptying the architecture of effort. The most significant barrier to spiritual progress is the insidious architecture of the earning mindset. We often attempt to layer spiritual growth on top of our existing self-life, that collection of self-seeking, self-pleasing, and self-confidence that defines our natural state. However, spiritual vitality is counterintuitive. We must empty ourselves to be filled. Your own life and the life of God cannot fill your heart at the same time. Spiritual oxygen, the strategic protocol of filling. Spiritual vitality is not a secondary goal for the elite, it is a fundamental protocol for survival. Within the context of the 21-day prayer initiative, the Holy Spirit is best understood through the metaphor of oxygen. Many operate in a state of spiritual suffocation. They possess the Spirit, but they are not filled with the Spirit. We must recognize that being filled is not a suggestion, it is a command. The inheritance mindset, from transaction to abiding. A common diagnostic for spiritual fatigue is the elder brother syndrome. We must pivot to an inheritance mindset. Our standing is not earned, it is a birthright. When we obsess over the specific gifts we want to receive, we miss the reality that the presence of God is the ultimate prize. Inheritance truths. Constant favor. You live perpetually in the light of the Father's unearned favor. Birthright of grace. Your standing is a free gift of grace. The prize of presence. The highest inheritance is the simple reality of being always with the Father. True fasting. When justice overrides ritual. God is unimpressed with the external mechanics of religious ritual when they are disconnected from the heart. True spiritual vitality manifests when our concerns align with God's concerns. A strategic spiritual life requires that we go out to do good, understanding that justice is the outward evidence of an inward filling. Is not this the fast that I choose? To loose the bonds of wickedness, to undo the straps of the yoke, to let the oppressed go free, and to break every yoke? Is it not to share your bread with the hungry and bring the homeless poor into your house, when you see the naked to cover him, and not to hide yourself from your own flesh? Awakening from the long winter. Many are emerging from a long season of winter, years defined by isolation and hardship. To break this winter season, we must rouse ourselves. We must put off the filthy garments of indifference and instead clothe ourselves with the beautiful garments provided by the Spirit through the 21-day prayer initiative. Conclusion: the power of the empty vessel. The flow of spiritual vitality in our lives is never limited by God's willingness to give. It is only limited by our capacity to receive. This is the strategic lesson of the widow and the oil. The miracle continued as long as there were empty vessels to hold it. As many vessels as we have faith for Him to fill, He will fill. Use the link in the description to view or download our 21-day Prayer Initiative 2026 schedule and guide.